What do you think the chances are of,
Well, Lloyd, that's difficult to say.
Hit me with it. Just give it to me straight.
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
What's up guys, Sal here. So Ice Universe appears to love teasing his followers on Twitter with tidbits of information about a variety of devices, including the Galaxy Note 10. He's back again with another cryptic tweet where he posted an image of an oil painting of Leonardo da Vinci. As most of you already know by now that Da Vinci is the internal code name given for the Galaxy Note 10. Along with the picture, there's this number 101-101.
What the f does that even mean?
I know at first it doesn't make any sense, but when you realize that it's a binary number, everything falls into place. When you convert this binary number into decimals, you get this, 45, and if you put the picture and the number together, it's certain that he's talking about the charging speeds of the Galaxy Note 10, which is 45 watts. A couple of days ago, I told you to expect somewhere between 30 to 50 watts charging speeds, even though Samsung's newly announced power delivery chips support up to 100 watts of power. A lot of YouTubers as well as websites were unnecessarily hyping the stuff, saying the Note 10 will have 100 watts of charging speeds, which obviously isn't true. Anyway, 45 watts is still a lot. It's more than Huawei P30 Pro's 40 watt charger, OnePlus 7 Pro's 30 watt charger, and way more than Apple's 5 watt charger. So 45 watts coupled with 4500 mAh battery means that we don't have anything to complain in the battery department, but still can't get over the fact that we might have to say a final goodbye to our beloved old friend. I just hope Samsung listens to us and reconsiders their decision of removing the headphone jack from the Galaxy Note 10. At least keep it for this year's Note and maybe remove it next year. But if they're really adamant in removing it, then at least give free Galaxy Buds in the box, not just to the United States, but to the rest of the world too. So Huawei has been vocal about its plans to beat Samsung for the #1 spot. They mentioned this over and over again that they will overtake Samsung as the #1 smartphone maker in the world as soon as next year. But Trump had different ideas. With an executive order, he made Huawei's life a living hell, and now Huawei is forced to reconsider their claims that they have been making over the past few months. Huawei sub-brand Honor's CEO was asked in an interview about their plan to overtake Samsung before the end of the year 2020, to which he said, and I quote, "As the new situation has emerged, it's too early to say whether we are able to achieve the goal." South China Morning Post is reporting that Foxconn, which produces Huawei phones, has stopped several production lines because Huawei has reduced orders as their future is uncertain. Ming-Chi Kuo, who's a famous Apple analyst, also dropped his Huawei smartphone shipment prediction. Earlier, he predicted Huawei would sell 270 million smartphones by the end of 2019, but now, after the ban, he has reduced it to 180 million, which will surely drop them to the #3 spot below Apple. Honestly, I hope Huawei and US come to a resolution, because even though I haven't owned a Huawei product, I still want them to be there. Their absence means there's less pressure on brands like Samsung and Apple to innovate, which is ultimately bad news for us, the consumers. Of course, with that being said, do consider subscribing for daily tech videos like this, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.